Hello there, welcome to Bead With Me. I'm Kay, your host from Vienna, Virginia in lovely Stars Beads. It is a bright, hot, sunny day and we have been working with Summer all week long, but this time I brought the real thing. So she is here with us in store. That was one of my surprises for our Friday Night Live. So as you guys are hopping in, you know, I like to give all the little tidbits. So make sure you say hello, give me your thumbs up, give me your heart, show me you're there. If you're new to Bead With Me, let me know where you guys are coming in from because I love hearing from you guys and making sure you engage, okay? Because this show is made for you. So let me know if you guys have questions, if you guys want to see something as I am cruising, just write it in the comments. I will try to catch it. But you know, I'm always moving and sometimes I'm trying to read upside down, so bear with me. I always try to get back to you even if it's on a DM afterward, okay? So let me say a couple hellos. We've got Barb out there, we've got Elena, we've got Paula. Hi Devra. I love your work too. So we have some beautiful lamp work glass here today because that is going to be a surprise. So if you guys caught last Friday Night Live, it was a surprise to you that I brought in a fantastic artist and her name was Summer O'Brien. So she does beautiful lamp work beads, aquarium beads, flower beads, bee beads, okay, all sorts, and it runs the whole gamut. So she has, you know, really awesome small singular ones on top of those beautiful gorgeous aquariums. So I thought I'd bring her in here today because we are going to showcase even more of her things. So it was super popular last week, and so this Friday Night Live, the official announcement is we are going to be celebrating all things summer. Okay, so that is going to be the theme for Friday Night Live. I'm working on trying to get it shorter, but I make no promises, okay? Because last week I thought it was shorter, and obviously I can say it was a little shorter because Facebook didn't cut us off, right? So anyway, let's show off some beads, and I also had a little project, but it kind of depends on how this section goes. So, but for tomorrow night, you guys, I will be showing off more of Summer O'Brien's beads, and they are all different beads. So they're going to be a whole different fresh style. There will be some more aquarium beads because she has done some new ones, and we can talk to her. Enough me talking about her. How about we talk to her? Okay, so first let me show you a little bit about what we're talking about. She just brought some awesome new boxes, and let's take a peek. I'm giving you a sneak peek for Friday Night Live, and then we'll have some summer sales as well, okay? So let's take a peek because this is all that I'm looking at. So I've got boxes and boxes. So here, and they're double-sided, people. Do you see that? Oh, I'm not even gonna let you peek. Okay, so you guys ready? Don't worry, you weren't in it. Try to keep the people out. All right, you guys, look at this. Okay, like, who just wants to buy the stick of it? Okay, because I could just sell stickfuls. You just make that claim, and we just make that happen. That's how it happens here on Bead With Me. So you guys, like I said, if you guys like something, stop me because, you know, I have so many beads right now that I won't even be able to show them all, especially tomorrow. So those are some of our little fun ones. And then for those that might have missed some of Friday Night Live, we have some more aquarium style beads, and they're a little bit smaller. Okay, so a little bit easier to wear. Okay, but you know me, I like it big and I like it bright and I like it chunky. Okay, but this is going to be good for more of your everyday, you guys. And you'll see Summer here has one. But I wanted to show you a little bit of the workmanship so you even know the kind of work she does. It's amazing. I'm super excited about these. These are some of my favorite ones. There's when she does all these like feathered style kind. So look at that. Oh, and we're going to get the beads on either side. So some of those matching little glass beads. That was a good addition. We need those. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, these are my colors. And look, there's some more in there. And look, maybe you're into sunshine. Those would match those nice vintage sunshine. It's okay, Elaine. I'm always the latest one. So, you know, we're lucky. I was just saying that maybe I need to make 2:30 my new time. All right. So, does that sound exciting, you guys? So we've got some really cool ones. So we'll be showing some of those for Friday night, but for just one quick second, I'm gonna go step 6 feet away from Summer, and then or maybe I need you to go on the other side because I forgot I can't move. All right, you guys, I'm going to introduce Summer O'Brien to you, and we'll ask her a couple questions. So if you guys have questions, I'm reading the comments so that I can ask her any questions that you might have, okay? So I threw her in kind of on the spot. I wanted her to drop off some things, so we're really excited to have her.
Thank you.
Hi, Summer. Look at you.
Everybody.
So this is Summer O'Brien. I told you she is a busy mom and a busy beekeeper. And you guys, remember I had been promising you guys her honey.
It's in a white bag.
Oh, here. So you guys, this is Summer O'Brien. So if you guys are local and maybe want some of her honey, we've got it all restocked here in the store. And you can see she's wearing one of her beautiful aquarium beads. Okay, so you can see it. You know, they might look big and chunky, but as a pendant, they're perfect. Or maybe you want it for a fan pull. So Summer, tell us a little bit about you falling in love with lampwork bead making.
Well, strangely, I've always been drawn to glass and colored glass. Like, I loved going to churches as a child and looking at stained glass windows. So I started doing stained glass when I was in college. And then while my husband and the rest of my family and I were assigned overseas in Panama, I took a class in jewelry making and decided that I wanted to try making my own beads. And so that's kind of how it started. I took a class at Glen Echo, which is fairly close by here, at an artist colony there. And I was just off and running and in love. And now I'd rather make beads than make jewelry. So
we know how that is, right? Falling in love with the art. And luckily for us, we love making jewelry, right,
absolutely.
Guys? So that's awesome. And then tell us a little bit about where you get some of your inspiration then from when you're making all of these awesome beads.
I love looking at like furniture catalogs and color design swatches for some of my colors.
Here, I'm just shooting some of these beads in so you can see them as she's talking, because there's just like so many different colors.
But it's very easy to sit down at the torch and have a simple idea in mind and then just start playing. Playing with color, playing with tools and different kinds of glass, and just having fun.
What is your favorite color?
Probably green.
Green, huh? Yeah, you do put a lot of green in them.
Yeah.
You like that lime green?
I do like the lime green.
Okay, well that is always a great highlight for some of these beads. I'm just showing off some of the beads as she's talking, you guys, because like her stuff is so awesome. So what kind of glass do you use, Summer?
It's called soft glass. It's a 104 coefficient. Not that matters much to anybody other than me. There are different kinds of glass, like some people who blow glass and work with the big furnaces and stuff, they use a much harder glass. Some of them even use Pyrex, like what you would use to cook with in your kitchen. This glass is called soft glass. You have to work fairly small with it compared to like a big vase or something like that, because you have to keep it hot, or it will shatter with temperature change. And so as soon as I'm done with a bead, I have to pop it into a kiln and anneal it, which allows the glass that I have stretched and pulled and moved around to relax into its new position, so that when it comes out, it's not going to crack when someone wears it, walking down the street 5 months later, because the pressure builds up within the glass when you change its original state.
So did you guys hear that? Annealing is an important process into glass making. If you don't properly anneal your things, just like you say, if you have something that just breaks really easily, you know, because it hasn't been annealed properly, you're going to know. And it is always a bummer, both for the artisan as well as the buyer. Okay, you guys get, you know, a lot of beautiful loss, you know. And all these are handmade, so, you know, no two are alike that way, which is the way we like our jewelry, right? So I love hearing. Oh, you guys.
The cat.
All right. Apparently, she likes doing some animals too. Look at that one. That one is too funny. I've never had one of the animals. I don't. Maybe
really?
I feel like I've had some of the heads before.
Yeah.
You know. So so thank you, Summer.
Sure. Happy to be here.
Awesome. We are excited to have you guys or have your work here. So one of the things, so Summer is local here to the Virginia area, and we are her store. So you guys can only find her things exclusively here at Stars Beads. She is busy keeping bees and keeping boys, you know, so her boys are keeping her running around, and kids keeping her busy, and so not enough time, only enough time to make the beads, and so we get to play with them, and I get to show them off to you guys. Okay, so if you liked anything, you guys can probably hop back on the feed, and I can claim anything ahead of time, but you can DM me if you have any questions. Otherwise, that's a sneak peek for Friday Night Live, you guys. So I'm going to be showcasing some of her work. If you guys are in the local area, of course, you are going to get to see a little bit more of a massive collection of her things, but that's what those private appointments can do for you. So if those are something that you do want to see, those are things you can give me a call, and we can do it off the live here. So is that the first set looked almost like a depression glass. So I'm going to look back at a couple questions if we had any here. So let me know if you guys yes, Michelle, that is Summer. So I think the name fits perfectly. So I thought it was great for this Friday night's live. Do you have any sunflowers? I had a request here. Did you do any sunflowers? I saw.
No, but I could.
Yeah. Well, the request is in, you guys. So that's a beauty. Is you know, that always intrigues her, and she loves anything nature. So any type of flowers, because Barb says you need a kitty. Did you do? We got a dog. Did we do a cat?
Oh yeah. Well, this is a cat.
Oh, apparently that was a cat. Sorry, I was thinking it was kind of a dog.
There's a speckly cat too.
Oh, okay. So there's this one, and then there's this one. You guys like that? All right. And then the first set looked like depression glass. What did? Oh, was that this one, Elaine? When I kind of did this like feathered. I remember when I saw a design of this like hers, and I was like, can you do those in like rainbows or ombres? Like, that's hot. Like, there were a couple of these ones, but I didn't have this teal. So where are you, Paula? Paula #1. This is you right here. And you, did you set your side?
I did.
Uh-huh. And then there's some I'm not allowed to show yet. All right, you guys, but we'll be playing around. There's a couple cats, but you know, we can always put in a request, because you know what? We're lucky. She kind of makes a little bit for us. We could say that. Even though I just like to let her produce, and we just get a piece of whatever she produces. So, all right, you guys, let's see what else. I know it's really hard to choose. Michelle, I know it didn't look like you got any of her stash from that last time. And Barb, if you were able to make it and not sitting in that doctor's office, you'd be sitting here touching them right now. So, no, peach was a single color. What did I show that was peach? Who knows? Oh my gosh, this is a new glass too. Sorry, I love glass. Okay, well, I love color, so, you know, this is a cool glass. Like, this is awesome. This looks like a Boro glass. Is this a Boro glass?
No, it's a 104, but
it's a 104.
It's called Skylar.
Named Skylar.
And
so
based on how it is hit with the flame, how much propane versus oxygen is in the flame, and how I let it cool and then hit it with heat again, it changes colors.
Did you hear that? That's like like a chameleon style feeling, like changing colors.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so much fun to work with because you don't know what you're going to get out.
I love they're sending me comments right now saying, all right, let's see. Oh, there was one. Oh, it was like that, but it had one of every color. I see.
Okay, I'm going to get out of here because
We're setting those aside for now. I'll take a picture so you can dream about them. Ah, okay. I'll let them know.
Nice to meet you.
We have a couple. Here's one with a couple colors.
It was nice meeting you both. Yeah.
Thanks.
Take care.
Thanks, girl. We'll see you later. Oh, this one. Look how fun that color set is, you guys. Oh my gosh. See, this is how hard it is. So I'm gonna be working through these through Friday Night Live, and who knows? This might be all we can do on Friday Night Live is just like look at each one and say, here's one. Oh my gosh, this is a whole new style. Look at this one. That is super fun. Who wants this one? This is like already a necklace. Super cute. I'm gonna have to switch this around. All right, let's see. Can you guys see that? Look at that. Just like painting with color. That looks so awesome. It's so hard, you guys. So we're gonna just have to spend a Friday Night Live on it, or should I just make? We're not even gonna get through all of these on Friday Night Live. Yeah, here was that box. This was just, look, you guys, I had 6 boxes. I only opened a couple of them. This was sitting right here in this one. I didn't even see that. You might be able to afford this strand. We'll see if we can make that affordable for you, Paula. Because you know, all of Summer's glass is super affordable because she makes for the love of it, and you know she's not looking to sell online. That's why we're her exclusive distributors here. So pretty much this is the only place you can get them. So unless I put them up online, and now I've got 6 boxes worth and have to decide what I'm going to show you. So hard to do. Maybe when you guys come over, you guys can. Oh, you guys, look at this one. I love this these butterfly wing ones. Oh, that's going to be a good one. All right, I'm going to stop teasing you guys because this is going to be obviously a lot. Oh, look. All those weddings, she made little bouquets. How cute is that? Little rose bouquets. She certainly does some gorgeous work. So get excited, y'all. Yeah, I love that black. You can't go wrong with any of them. And also very different. Okay, and she's got some pears and stuff, and then she has all those funky fun ones like we showed. But you can see there's a lot of different styles that we haven't seen too, so, and a lot of different flowers. All right, y'all, do you guys want to do a project? We could get to projects, so because we could sit and look at glass probably all day long, and I'm already going to have to do that for Friday Night Live, right? But I'm excited. I love her stuff, and so remember, Friday Night Live, you guys, is going to be all things summer, and that's going to be Summer O'Brien and anything else that will be good for a summer sale, you guys. So it's going. You're right, Barb. It's going to be a free for all. So watch out, you guys. Make sure you guys are not too tired. Maybe I need to start a little earlier so that you don't fall asleep to it. Oh, that was so much fun. So this week, you guys, couple things, because I am getting ready for Friday Night Live. One of the things is, I know, Patty, that's so mean of me. I will stop teasing you. Okay, so tomorrow I am going to only do Friday Night Live, you guys, because I am one person, and I am trying to not lag on your orders and all of those things. So I'm finding that I'm going to switch up, and I'm going to do Bead With Me Monday through Thursday, okay? And then on Friday, I'm going to just do Friday Night Live. So I will still be coming on 5 days a week for you guys, okay? But I'm going to do projects and coming on live each day. I'm going to do Monday through Thursday. I will pop on probably for a couple Fridays during the day to remind you to say, hey, this is what we're going to be seeing tonight, so make sure you check it out, okay? So for those that are new, Friday Night Live is our fun sip and shop till you drop, starting at 8 p.m. Facebook Live, so that will be tomorrow night, 8 p.m., okay? So that's a new schedule, you guys. Hope you can bear with me. That way then you can get your goods, all your stuff faster, and maybe I can get some of those new things that I have in the works, because I've got raku coming, I've got high-end stone coming, I've got a lot of things coming. And this is also an announcement, a little secret, you guys, is that I heard somebody from Bollywood might be coming to Stars Beads. So we are looking to actually have an in-house trunk show, okay, but I'm also going to be doing it virtually. So I've got a lot of things in store, which is why I'm trying to change up the schedule so that I can be prepared for you guys coming up, okay? So I've got a lot of things coming up these next couple weeks, and so I'm super excited. So, but today, or the rest of this week, we are going to continue on our summer binge of jewelry, okay? So we did brooches, right? We did anklets, right? We did wrists, right? So today I had something else that I thought we could mess around with, and it is going to be doing a little waist beads. So we're going to talk about decorating that whole midsection, that very precious section, to show our femininity, a little bit of beauty all around. So we're going to make sure that we are jewelry beaded out from top to bottom. So I put together a little combination so you guys can see in making a little waist bead. I don't know, a waist bead decoration, I guess is what they call it. Okay, so let's go take a look. Oh yeah, you guys are getting excited. I see that. All right, you guys, let me hop over. I was getting this thing to give me a little bit of juice so that hopefully I can make it through this bead here today. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this stuff off and see. It's good. We all have a lot of beads, and you know what? Waist beads are, you know, originally an African tradition, and it was something that can oftentimes be used in, you know, the sacred of marriage. It oftentimes represents a lot of things happening in that person's life. Okay, so these are oftentimes worn for a variety of reasons. Okay, oftentimes they are never taken off, but one of the things that they are oftentimes used for is weight. Kind of understanding your weight and where you are each day. So when we wear those, we want to have them sitting, you know, fairly loose and not too tight, okay? But as you are wearing them, the idea is if they're fitting a little bit tight, or if you're, you know, on your thinner days, on your bigger days, this gives you an idea because it's always hooked in the same place, so you can tell where your body movement. So for those that are losing weight, you know that as it's sitting a little bit looser, you know how far you come. You don't have to step on a scale to know that, okay? But an American tradition these days is that they're bringing it in as a way to adorn the body, and you know, more ways to use those beads. Okay, so today I put together a little combination in my favorite color sets, and I thought we'd show off a quick little beading project. Okay, so I will sort out my beads here, and we'll get this flipped around. I was busy playing with, remember I was talking about some of those color sets in the little seed bead tubes, and I'm gonna clean up my tray because I just made it a little bit of a mess, and show you. Remember we were doing these little seed bead mixes. So when obviously we're going all the way around the waist, so you're going to need a lot of little beads. So I wore today my kind of my lariat that I had made with you guys a couple weeks ago, and this is kind of going to be the idea of it. Okay, only, you know, around your waist you can use anything. Okay, but obviously the bigger it is, you know, the bigger things that are on your waist. So generally I find it's usually like size 11s, 4mm beads at the most, so that you can really layer these on. Okay, so we're going to do a layer here today. This is a color set I made up here, so you can kind of take a look. What do you guys think? All right, so this is what I did. So if you guys like this color set, and I had it all laid out until somebody yesterday came and swiped up some of my combinations. So, but this is using some nice turquoise size 6 seed beads, but you can see you can do some different color sets. I also then grabbed a tube of these mixes. So remember we were doing these the other day, and this allows for you to get some different shapes, some different color sets. So if you're having trouble making that color mix, this is a great way to kind of get you started. So I started with this color mix, and of course you knew I had to put in some purples and my teals. So I grabbed so I was busy grabbing strands, which I no longer have because somebody bought them, but that's okay. But I had a strand of these, okay, and I had a strand of these. Okay, so this was $2. This was like $3. Okay, so as you're making up your own little combination sets, okay. And then I got a little tube of seed beads here for, these ones are $4.45. Okay, so making that combination, and look what it made. And then I actually had, okay, so then I had a little bag of leftovers in my favorite color, and I sprinkled a few of those. And then I grabbed a couple, and then I wanted some pink. So you want to have a lot of smaller ones and then a couple of bigger ones. That's how I feel like making the mix. If you want, you can do like a small tray and then a medium tray. So sometimes if you have a hard time being random and stringing randomly, that's a good way to help you out. Okay, so this is going to be my stash of beads that I use. Okay, and then let me see if I can get that set here. I'm going to go this way. And what we're going to do is we're going to just start stringing. Okay, now if you want, you can take a piece of string around, or you can size this as you're going. But we're going to just start stringing at a very random style right now. Okay, so there's no rhyme and reason to my order, and we're going to see how fast I can bead, right? So does anybody have waist beads? Who's heard of waist beads? You know, I get a lot of people coming in asking about them, so that's why I started learning about it. But I'd like to know what you might use your waist beads for. So I'm just gonna start stringing here a little bit, and I'm using flex wire. Okay, I'm not looking for this to be a stretchy style design. Okay, some people, when you're making this, I want to clip this edge. It looks like this edge is a little wonky. I think this would be a great thing to just sometimes make you feel sexy. I think that's one of the things about why we do some of this wearable jewelry, is because it makes us feel good. You know, even if you're not getting dressed for anybody, you can get dressed for me. That's why I like to do What's on Your Wrist Wednesday, so you guys can at least show off your arms. Maybe I was thinking about doing this project yesterday so I could do What's on Your Waist, but I got tied up with doing that other fun bracelet. I've always had these ideas in mind, and sometimes when I press the live button, I end up doing something else, just because, who knows. Somebody right before I went on said something and said, oh, this would be really great. I had a lot of requests for those anklets, so I was doing the anklets. So, all right, so we're stringing up. So we're trying to make a length that is going to go around our waist. So we are doing a waist bead strand today, and I'm stringing at a random pace. I've made a beautiful collection of a seed bead mix, and you know, I've been seeing that you guys have been liking kits, liking these mixes and stuff that I'm making. So I'm thinking here in the next coming months, I'm gonna start a little fun box for you guys, I think, and bring in some of my favorite people, and then we can play with some of the beads together. What do you guys think about something like that? All right, so we're getting to stringing, so we can see how this is gonna getting all strung up here. So isn't this looking good? Is that a pretty combination of how that strings up, you guys? All right, obviously, you know, these are going to be pretty long, probably 40 to 60 inches. Okay, and you know, we have a lot of those tiny beads, and we realize that actually, you know, when you start using these tubes, they go pretty far, you know. So we're gonna keep on stringing. I'm gonna see what this looks like, and see, I really like this combination. So if I were making this set, I would make several of them, and have several layers of them. They look so good. I was picking out some fun combinations because I was thinking that maybe it's hard to choose. Now there are certain certain colors would mean certain things. It's very similar to the chakra line of things. So they would have, you know, the root and the heart chakras, and they would, so if you're doing things with in certain color tones, they would certainly represent different things as well. So in this case, I am doing it purely for fun and for color. So, and you know what, I guess that gets across my meaning, which is show more color, continue to create. That's part of the that's part of what I'm doing for you guys. That's what I want you guys doing. All right, I'm gonna see how this comes around here. I'm gonna hold this up to myself. All right, boom. And I know that looked like I strung that up really fast, but you know, I actually prepped this time. What I didn't have completely prepped was having Summer drop in, you know, but I wanted to be sure before I made an official announcement. So I love this color set because, you know, I'm in my purple, teals, and magenta color sets. Okay, so really you can do this certainly in a couple ways. The idea is that you're not going to be taking it off. Okay, so I'm gonna attach just a little lobster onto here. So now let's take this away, and then we'll put what we're actually working on, and finish this little baby up, and then we'll show it off. Okay, so you guys like that little combination? Now in this case, I would suggest a lobster claw. Okay, it's a lot more secure. You can certainly put little charms in it. You could have put sticky outy things in it. There's definitely plenty of different things you could have put with it. Okay. Looking for just a closed ring here. All right, so I had an antique lobster claw, but that's all right. That's just what I had here. All right, so we're gonna do it pretty simply. We're gonna grab a crimp, and we're gonna go over the proper way to end in crimp. If I could find my crimps. Where are my crimps? That's how it goes. I just need two little, usually, oh, here we go. All right. So here's our good and professional way to end our stuff. So we'll go over those great basics to know, okay? So no matter whether you're making a necklace, an anklet, or a bracelet, this is the same technique that you can be using to end it. Hi there. All right, so we're going to end here with a crimp. We're going to slide on the wire guard. And then don't forget, you guys, we got to put it down on the other side of a wire guard here. Okay, so we've got the crimp, we've got the wire guard. Okay, and then we're going to put on the clasp. And right now we're not worrying about where any of the other beads are. We're going to take out the slack on the second half, pop this baby on there. And in this case, I have a lobster that is a little smidgen too small to go on that. So let me see if I can grab a different size lobster. going to put another little lobster that I'm just grabbing right here, okay? And that sometimes happens, so you can decide whether you're going to use the wire guard or just put the string through, okay? The string is still sturdy enough. Wire guards didn't originally exist when I first started, okay? But the idea is you want that to be able to sit in here, okay? And now we can go back through that crimp that we slid on. Okay, and then remember that if you are going to be using a crimp cover, okay, which we are in this case, is that you want to leave that little smidgen of room, okay? So if you could then just make sure you hold it in place as you're squeezing here, okay? And then we are going to turn this sideways here and crush flat. All right, and that you can see that there's a smidgen of room so that we can put a nice little crimp cover, which I'm going to go ahead and put on right now. So if you're not familiar with the crimp cover, okay, this is after you crimp, okay, which it's fine, okay, but sometimes we want it to look a little bit more professional, or maybe you didn't do a very good crimp job, okay, then you can just use this to cover up that mess, okay. So you see I laid the crimp cover, or the crimp, right into there. Okay, and then I'm going to take my chain nose pliers here and close this up. Okay, you can then see now we've got ourselves a good looking round bead. Okay, now this is where we are going to move all the beads to the other side here, and we'll finish off the other end. Ideally you want to, on the lobster side, when I put on this ring, you ideally want that to be closed, so that way you don't have any slippage. But if you use a jump lock, it would be, and closed it well, that would be fairly secure as well. But anytime there's an opening of any kind, that's technically considered a weak point, okay? All right, so now I've changed all my weight to this other side, okay? You can see that there's no slack, okay? So now we're gonna go all the way to the other end here, and okay, so now I'm going to put on a crimp onto this side. We'll put on the wire guard onto one side, wire guard down the other side. Okay, we'll put the crimp on. Okay, and we're going to slide this all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to push this all the way here. I'm going to go through the crimp, go through a few beads here, and then we'll pull out the slack. And then we will have ourselves a nice waist bead strand. Okay, and fun color set, so this is another great leftover piece if you want. I'm going to do this fairly quickly because it looks like my battery is just about to bite the dust. So hopefully you can still see me. I'm crushing flat here, tightening that. Got another little crimp cover here. And squeeze that shut. Cut off that tail, and we've got ourselves a nice little piece here. All right, you guys, let's see it. All right, I didn't practice this angle either, but at least I think I can stand straight up, and but this is what we just made here. Okay, so nice little strand, so essentially like a really long necklace, right? So I'm gonna put it around here. Okay, and remember, you don't really want it to sit too tight, okay? Especially since if you have some layers, okay? Obviously, I don't have a suit on, but here we go. All right, I'm willing to show my belly, guys. Here it is. There it is. Ready? Waist beads. Is that cute? You want one? I just made one. You can buy this one.
Okay.
All right,
I
so
got you.
I just sold my anklet off the other day here. So, all right, you guys are so awesome and so much fun. And thanks so much for always joining me every afternoon whenever I decide to pop on. So if you guys like that design, make sure you give me those thumbs up. Make sure you like. And you know what? Sharing always helps. So sharing is caring. Anyway. Don't forget, tomorrow I'm going to pop on and say hello and remind you about Friday Night Live, okay? But I'm going to be taking the day to try to get things together. I will be in the shop, but I will pop on quick just to say hello and remind you of all the fun we're going to be having because I'm sorting through a lot of summer's beads right now. So keeping busy. So it's okay, Mary. I go by Kate, I go by Kay, I go by Star. People call me Star too. But for those that don't know, Star is my mom. She is the starter, she is the innovator, and she's still alive and kicking. All right, you guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow twice, at least for tomorrow. All right, have a good one. Thank you, guys.